Hey there everyone, Hitesh here and welcome to this surprise live. Usually I go live on Saturday, but it's been a while that I've done that either. So I thought let's go ahead and have some of the live sessions. So that's all what we are doing as of now. Okay, so far I can see no comments and probably YouTube will send notification or probably not. I just came here as a random. Oh, just like always, Mr. Verghese is here. So no matter what happens or not, Mr. Verghese is usually here. So hey, how's it going on for you? And really happy to have you up here. And I almost actually forgot. Okay, so seems like people are joining up. I should also start my YouTube page as well so that I can see how's it going on. So creative programmer, okay, a lot of people are joining up. Oh, there are so many. There's even a super chat as well. Just wait for a second. Super chat is from Rahul, but I cannot see it up here. Rahul Mathur did a super chat, but just wait a second. It looks like I need to see that how I can check that how things are going on. It's gonna take a second, so hold on, and I hope you are able to. There is no agenda here. I just got live up here to have a chit chat with you guys. So hopefully I will be able to see all the stats and stuff in a second. Okay, so this is live control room. Okay, that looks good. And this is the live chat. So there we go. There's still a super chat. So make Laravel tutorials. Surely that's in my to-do list. Let me pop out this chat and bring it up here so that I can see at least how's it going on and can highlight some of the stuff. Now I can see. Nice haircut. Thank you so much. And now we can talk. Now I can see all of your chat. Took me a while, but we are getting friendly on this session up here as well. Hello, how are you? I'm doing good. And how to bring, there we go. Dekan Vlog says new hairstyle looks good. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your comments and your kind words. So thank you so much. Okay, so hello Govind. Okay, so video quality is top notch. Thank you so much. I try my best to bring the best quality in the audio and video, even if it is a live. I think it's my responsibility to bring the best of the content in quality, in content and everything. So that's why we are doing. And yes, there are questions. Shrikant says, which is the best, business or job? All of them have their own perks, and especially 2020 has taught us a lot about how difficult a job can be and how even immensely difficult a business can be. Okay, so dope quality. Thank you so much, Manav Desai. I have actually got these pop-ups on the screen as well so that you can see who am I talking to and who is that person who actually dropped this message and something like that. So okay, so there's a question that what is your favorite bike? I don't drive much of the bike. I'm usually a big fan of Scooty, but I do got a Harley Davidson, which is one of my favorite bike. I don't do biking and stuff much here. How to buy, this is fun, how to buy a jacket that you're wearing. I have no idea how you can, like, it's not a new jacket. It's like, what, 3 years old or something? I don't have a collection of shoes. I don't have a collection of jackets and stuff. I only buy the stuff which I use and enjoy and stuff like that. Which car do you use? Seems like this is a Q&A. So let's make it a Q&A as you wish. I don't drive any of the car. I do have a Honda City. I do have EcoSport from Ford. So we got 2 cars in the house, but I don't drive either. You'll usually find me on my nice scooty or walking. I usually prefer walking. So that's what I do and stuff like that. Okay, so Rohit says, awesome React Native course. Thank you so much. I haven't yet announced 2 of my new courses that I have published recently. One is of the interview preparation, which includes competitive programming. It's a way in-depth course. And also apart from this, I have also published a React Native course. I still have to make videos about introduction video about them. So yeah, we will be trying that. RBK Technology says, any upcoming updates? Nice new initiative of bringing chats on the screen. Yeah, it took a while. In fact, I do have more features here, things which you might have seen, things like these guys. And I can bring you also on this screen. You can share half of the YouTube screen and I can bring you also on the board, just like we do in the Instagram. Okay, some guys saying, you are looking sick. No, I'm not sick. I have been working out a lot, so that's why I have lost few kgs. So any Black Friday discounts? No, I don't do discounts on my personal website. It never ever happens. It's usually more like I give initial pricing good. C++ course is awesome. Thank you so much. Really appreciate. Okay, so there's a super chat, and the super chat is, can you see these super chats? Like, how can I bring these super chats? Super chat, I'm not able to see them. Like, it's really tough to bring these super chats on the screen. I have to do something up here. Okay, this is a fun one. Where do you see it? Where do you see in next 5 years? I have no idea. Even I don't know if next 5 years exist or not on this planet for every one of us. I don't know how the things are going to be shaping up, so I don't know really. Okay, so more questions are like coming up. I don't know how to put this into slow mode. Is there an option? Toggle timestamp, participants. Like, I don't get this. The slow mode is available on mobile, but I don't know how to enable it on these kinds of setup because I don't go live from like the default YouTube setup. So that's why the chats are usually flooded up and stuff like that. So Rajiv says, I got placed. Hey Rajiv, congratulations that you got placed. It's really a good thing. Okay, so Sandeep says, podcast, super excited for it. No, it's not yet a podcast. I'm still thinking about the podcast because one thing I'm very serious about is the quality. And I don't know how much quality other person can bring in on this table, what kind of talk we can have, and how the quality is going to turn up. That's my number one issue. So as you know, I'm always about this going on. Samprit says, a new feature looks great. Yep, Samprit, that's actually a little bit tweaking of the APIs and stuff. It's going great. It's going great. Okay, so should I bring this? Where do you see WHJR in the next 5 years? I have no idea. That's a really nice talk we can have if they don't like put out copyright strikes on my video and suppress my video also. Like, really, that's nasty. And neither I do have 20 crores to give them to just talk about them. Okay, so RBK Technology says, didn't answer about next upcoming courses. Are you working on any? I'm always working on some stuff, but I don't know, will it be converted into a course or not? I really don't prefer to give information about what upcoming course is coming out because that's not really a good thing to do. When it will be out, I will let you know, but yeah, always. So if you talked about it, would you like to see some of the stories that I share about the development world? Okay, so let me share this one. This is one interesting one. I was working for this client. This was a European-based salon on which I was working. And this was an interesting story. I hope you will like it. So I was working for this client. He was having a chain of salon. And what I had to do is build an application, of course, in mobile and web also. And the whole idea was that people will be able to book the time slot in their app, and it should be all instant. It should not like it should take time to update and reload and refresh. It should be all real time. Like if somebody comes up and book this person's time for 12:30 to 1:30 or 2:30, then it should be mentioned up there. And then they can charge a small fees to book the time, and that fees will be refunded when they do the work and stuff like that. So I built this application almost like a couple of 2 years ago or something like that. Okay, so there's a super chat. I'll continue this in a second. I'm new coding YouTuber. Any tips or tricks? YouTube doesn't work like, if you want to be a successful YouTuber, I think coding is not, do which kids appreciate, because majority of the people on YouTube are kids. Do some vlogging, buy some expensive iPhones or talk about them, and then obviously you'll get a more traction. That's kind of a tip and trick. Okay. So as I was saying, I had to build. So 2 years ago, we built this application. It was going nice and stuff. And recently we got an update that some of the features, I was using actually cloud functions in them. And some of the features that I had on this application, now I'm moving into the paid applications, paid version of the Firebase. So that's the additional cost. And now one of the most strange thing about these kinds of long-term contract is maintaining these applications. Now I have to talk to the client that, hey, there is now an extra expense. It's not my expense. It's the service that I'm using, Firebase. And since it's on your Google account, you might have to pay a little bit more onto that. So sometimes when you work in the programming world and these kinds of unexpected expenses come out, I never thought that this will come out. I know that this is going to charge and stuff like that, but I didn't knew that things will change in the Firebase and I had to move into paid plan. If it would be on my Google account, I would have bear the pricing on top of that. But the problem is the entire database is on the customer's Google account and his Firebase account. I thought it would be ethical to move all of the database on his side and not my side. But now we had to have this discussion because Firebase, a Spark plan, I think we have to move on, and it's going to be a strange stuff. So yeah, hello from Brazil. Thank you so much. And this was a strange story that I wanted to share, that when you do business and especially contract jobs, these kinds of things come a lot, and there is no right way of doing these kinds of things or wrong way, and things turns out a little bit different, and it's a little bit different. Okay, where are the weekend tests? Weekend tests are gonna come back, but we are modifying a lot of stuff. We are also planning, okay, let me share a little bit more inside details. We are actually planning to host a few of the giveaways, but these giveaways are not gonna be like, hey, win a mobile phone, write a comment down and you can win a mobile phone and stuff like that. It's not gonna be that. It's more about put a contribution and then you are gonna get a t-shirt, a mouse pad, some books and stuff like that. So we are about to host them as well. Anybody can contribute. There is no fees for that. And whatever you will be contributing, the entire people will be having that. So okay, so very soon I'll announce that how you can contribute and can have whatever you will be contributing. It will be available to entirety of the community of Learn Code Online and everybody on the YouTube absolutely for free. So we're going to be maintaining the resources, server bandwidth, everything. So yeah, nothing free on the life. Thanks for transparency. Yeah, there is nothing absolutely free in the life. Everything comes with a pricing today, tomorrow, or if it is totally free, you are the product. Okay, so Ankit says where to store images in database or file system. Now, easier ways to store in the database, but it's not the correct way. It's never the correct way. You should always store them in the file system or some of the... Okay, so there is a super chat, couple of them actually. Let's talk about them. I don't know how to bring them on the screen yet. I'll figure it out soon. But there is a super chat from Ashish and from John as well. So my dream is to get job in Google as developer. Please help me. What should I learn? I have already created a course on cracking the interviews. It's already available on Learn Code Online. Obviously, you have to build your portfolio side by side. You have to work on your data structure as well. And then these competitive programming questions, which are covered in my new course of interview preparation. It's available at LCO, pretty cheap price compared to these courses. And I appreciate your videos from Ireland. Thank you so much. We got audience from Ireland as well. I appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. Okay, so Arpan says store images in AWS S3, ImageX or Cloudinary. Of course, S3 bucket would be way cheaper choice than any of that. I have no idea about IMGX. I have never used that. I have never visited their website, so I'm not pretty sure. But I think S3 would be obvious choice for me, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Okay, so some people wants me re-secure. Please talk about some guy scam. It's, to be honest, they are wrong at a certain points. They are definitely questionable, debatable, but scam is a completely different word that is not here. I'm not taking side of anybody, but you need to think out very, very carefully what word you choose to define anything or anybody. I know these words are very, very popular because of some web series or some drama on YouTube, but that is not the point. That is not the point. If you choose these words, you have to prove these words in the court as well. They are debatable, questionable, morally incorrect, possibly. I'm not saying they are. Debachi says, wow, live on Tuesday. It's just a random live. But I think choosing your words very, very carefully is the key point here. They are not going away with anybody's money. They are providing a service at some charge. Their charges are very high. Their service is not up to the mark. That is surely a thing. But again, using the word scam, I'm not in a favor of that. I would surely call them that, hey, what you are doing is, I made a video already about that. There is no point of repeating it. But I think, yeah, that's really not great. Okay, so Ishan says, are you planning to add more videos in React Native course, which you launched in 199? See, there are a couple of things. The curriculum, which is already there, always consider that as a final. Sometimes I add more content and stuff and update, but always buy the things based on what is currently there, not for the future promises. And that's the mistake you have already done while taking the admission in college. You will 100% get the job guarantee and many other such promises. I don't do them. So if you're interested in the course based on existing content, then only buy it. Otherwise, skip it. Buy somebody else's course or content where you feel more comfortable and stuff like that. So again, no big deal there. And also the pricing of the courses are never like they will be written in the stone. Pricing is 100% going to change. It's not possible to offer you the courses at 199 and stuff. And I think very soon I'll be changing a couple of course pricing, which I don't think I can now afford at 199. This is a little bit costing me money. I don't want to do that. So rather I would be putting it up there. There are some super chats coming up, but I'm not able to see them. Please don't do these super chat. Just ask directly if you want to do super chat, or if your question is important. At least make sure it hangs up there so that I can see it. Otherwise, just ask directly, because when you do these 20-30 rupees chats, they are not of any point. They just keep on flooding. If you want to support, if it is for support and love, I truly appreciate that. But otherwise, if you want to just ask, you can directly ask. Best laptop in 60,000. Haven't you watched my very controversial video, best laptop? Buy whatever you can afford and save 10-20,000 rupees in buying new books, new courses and stuff like that. That's always my advice. Come on, Udemy, please. No, that's a mess. They doesn't value the content. They doesn't value the teachers. I am not really interested in going with them any forward. I would be rather putting things on my own platform. That would be the ideal decision. And anyways, I'm even providing courses which are way cheaper than any of the Udemy and stuff like that. So yeah, and if they're quality, then only buy that. Are you buying PS5? Are you interested in gaming? Interested in gaming? That's a nice question. I have been busy in the last couple of days in playing the Spider-Man. Guilty as charged. I accept that. But yes, I have been busy in playing Spider-Man. I've been enjoying it like thoroughly. I'm not playing the Miles Morales yet. I'm finishing off the old version yet. I have finished it once already, but I wanted to like play it again, and this time finish it as much as all the these research challenges and everything. I want to finish them off. Once I do that, then I'll play Miles Morales on PS5, of course. Okay. Difference between GitHub and GitLab. There's a lot of difference. If you are making up your portfolio or something, then it should be on GitHub. If it is a person like a personal project which needs to be private and something, then it can be on GitLab too. But GitLab misses out a few of the features. The support sometimes lags if you try to host it, or like you do a CI/CD production pipeline, then it's sometimes difficult on the GitLab. GitHub is more like approachable there. To create a website for my father's shop, which of the course should I take? I think you should take my Bootstrap 4 course for your father's website. I'm assuming this is like just a display website where a beautiful page is there, some new cards and pricing and stuff like that. If that is the case, then I think you should take my Bootstrap course, and then you'll be done and all good. If you're looking forward for like building more like backend and payment gateway and stuff, then my MERN course, which is even cheaper, like $199, that should be the case. Okay. Do you know about stock market? Yes, I know a little bit, but in today's world, every YouTuber is a stock market guru, because these companies come to us and say, hey, you have to sponsor this app, and to sponsor this app, you have to provide some information about stocks. So consider every YouTuber nowadays is a guru in stock advice. So consider me no exception. So hey guys, if you're watching hey, download this app and stock market and stuff, yeah, I can do that. Okay. Why you are always rude? I'm not rude, I'm just giving you the plain blunt advice. And some people like it, some people don't like it. Here, this is what it is. This is what I am. So I might be rude, I might be too much straightforward, but some people prefer that, and that is what I am. At least I don't pretend. Whoever I am, this is what I shows. Okay. This was I was talking about, why are you always rude? So that's what I answered. I thought I should also mention this one. And there is another one, where to buy MERN course. LearnCodeOnline.in. That's where you buy all the courses and stuff. Okay. Some more questions are coming up, and they are coming up like with a heavy speed. Okay, so Mintu says, is there any future in networking? Yes, future is even in learning COBOL. Future is learning in networking, cybersecurity, programming, design, UI, UX. There's a lot of future, my friend. It depends on how much in depth you are going, how much you are creating value, and how much you are learning. That's all it boils down. It's not about networking has no more future. There are tons of servers coming around every single day. Somebody has to maintain them. So there's a ton of future, but I think this question in itself is flawed. When you ask me what is the future of this, what is the scope of this in itself, the question is flawed, very flawed. I probably will make a fun video on that about it very soon. Okay. Okay, so M1, yeah, that's an interesting option to talk about. I think this is going to be very revolutionary, not just because it's M1, because it's 5 nanometer technology. And when it's just 5 nanometer, you pack up so much of the capacitors. It's insane to see there. And it's going to be really fantastic to see. And I'm looking forward to buy a new Mac device, but not this year, because this year they have launched just the MacBook Pro and MacBook Air. I'm not like a big laptop guy. I usually prefer iMac. I have one iMac just right there. This is an iMac, and another one is up here. That one is an old model. There's a super chat. Okay, so hello Hitesh sir. This is a super chat from Muthu Valil. Hello Hitesh sir, give me some tips to start iOS development. Our Swift UI crash course is awesome. Any update in the iOS course on LCA? I wanted to build an iOS course, but turns out there is not much of the demand. There we go. Need to tap it. Okay, so hopefully we didn't disconnect it there. Okay, so as I was saying, so I wanted to build another Swift course, but turns out there is not much of the market demand for the core iOS as of now in India. People are still preferring Flutter and React Native, and I won't be getting much of the audience who purchase the course. So it would be a loss for me to spend like 2-3 months in a course and then nobody buys it. But yes, iOS is in great demand still in Canada, US, and other countries. In India also, we have a lot of demand for that. If you want to get started, you have already finished up my crash course. That is really, really awesome. But if you want to move further from this point onwards, I had to break it. But you have to go through with the documentation only, because there are surely lots of courses in market. But most of these courses are just band-aid courses. I call them band-aid courses. Previous existing courses were already there and they just added 2-3 videos on top of them and called that as purely updated course. That is not how it is being done. And that makes the life of a learner absolutely miserable. So yeah, you have to go through documentation. I'll try to post a few more videos. There are few good people like Mark Price is there. He makes really good courses. I am not sure that he's still making it or not, but his courses are pretty good. So you should definitely try him out. And apart from that, rest of all the people, I think they are still just posting the old videos. They are not using the Swift UI. So that would be a thing. Another super chat is by Sumit. And he says, when learning full stack development, what do you prefer? Learning full stack directly or learning the language individually, then involve in full stack? No. You should never get like directly involved in the full stack development. You should always learn the languages first, because learning the languages on the go, that's really a bad idea. Learning a framework on the go, that's always feasible, possible, good thing. But learning the language on the go, that's never a good idea. You are not here confident about what is a loop, what is a function. And on the other hand, I am just looping through all the data that is coming up from the database. So never a good idea. So my recommendation would be that if you don't want to involve too much of the languages, then JavaScript is one of the ideal language, because you just learn one language and you design your Node Express backend in the JavaScript, same, more grip on the knowledge, on the language, on the framework, and on the front end also use something like React, Vue or something, more grip on the JavaScript again. So using JavaScript, and try to prefer my Mern course or React course, you'll get more grip on that. But learning the language on the go and doing it side by side, no, I would not recommend. Again, everybody is different. Everybody has a learning journey and I respect all of that. But this is, you asked for my advice. I'm giving you that. When will, let me bring this onto the screen as well. I got busy in answering your question. I need to bring them up here as well. Like Mohsin says, my name, bro. Not just your name, I brought you on the screen now. Okay, so let me bring up more questions on the screen. I'll try my best. I haven't figured out how to bring the super chats on the screen. I need to do some work on that, but I'll try to. Okay, so this seems to be interesting. Let me read it out in front of you. Come on, why did you just go away like that? Come on, don't do this to me. Okay, so how was your Harley Davidson? No, it is still my Harley Davidson. So you can say, how is your Harley Davidson? Ah, there's my photo also. Yeah, it is still good. I don't get time much to take it out and go on a ride. It's not really, the time constraint is there. There's a lot of constraint nowadays. So yeah, this is going. Okay, so JB's Sanjay says, is it good idea to start a coding YouTube channel as a student? I would say no, it's not really that much fruitful. Surely you can if you wish. There is no harm in starting something and giving it a shot. But I think if you are spending so much time in editing the videos and putting things out, rather you can spend time in learning it on your own first, and you can start YouTube channel any given day. So once you learn the things, make your life a little bit more secure, then spending time on YouTube makes sense, because YouTube doesn't give you that much of money. It's just a fun side project, fun hobby you can do. At least that's what I do. This is not my full time. That's why I sometimes go away from YouTube, because if I'll not do these contract works and stuff, I cannot like bear this life and whatever I'm doing. So I would say, yeah, it's a good thing, but not really that good. So don't consider this as a like full-time job. YouTube is good. I'll probably make a video. You're just putting a key on me that make a fun video. I have a fun video in mind, by the way, about YouTube. Like what should be the next YouTube stuff. It's a sarcastic video. If you want me to do it, write down in the comment section. I'll do it. I was hesitating a bit that should I do it or not, but now I'm going to do it. So there is a super chat by Web of Jan. He says, web development, Node.js, PHP versus digital marketing or combine. I am confused how to turn code into cash and market myself as a developer. 2 years of experience. I think my personal choice is usually Node.js web development or even PHP development. I'm not much into digital marketing. I have worked there in a 6-month, 7-month job as well. It's not really a tough thing to learn. It's super easy to learn. You can learn it on the go as well on the code. It's not like too much. There are some options that you have to do. And if the content is good, if the website is good, eventually it will come up automatically on the top of the things. Digital marketing helps a little bit, but it's not really a rocket science. And if you haven't yet figured it out that how to turn code into cash, like, what do you mean by that? Are you not able to get business? Because business is completely different from coding. If you're not able to find a job, that's also completely a different thing. You should try these coding courses and interview courses and stuff. But if you're not able to do business in that, that's a different situation and different talk that we have to do. Because, business is hard. It's not really as easy as the code part. Mayank says, I am a BCS student. I'm in my first year. I'm learning web dev, MERN, currently freelancing on Fiverr. What path can I follow to get into tech giant? You're already doing pretty good. One quick advice that I can give you up here, whatever the projects you are making up, make sure you at least take a screenshot of them or something so that you can put them on portfolio that, hey, this is the work I have done. And you should definitely try out your hands with my data structure course as well as on the interview preparation course. The interview preparation course that I have put up recently, it's a long course. It's not that something you can finish it up overnight or a week or a month something. Start doing the problems like 2 to 3 problems one day or 2 problems a day. And that will help you to crack these tech interviews. I have even covered the process of applying and how to get these interviews, the rounds of interview that I have faced. I have failed in Google interviews, how I was able to crack the Amazon interview, then a couple of other interviews that I gave. What were my points, how the interview entire experience is, what should you do, how to approach on LinkedIn. I've covered pretty much everything that I have, and probably I'll cover a little bit more. What are your views? That's an interesting one. Captain Techie. Nice name, actually. What are your views on edtech environment in India? PS, I loved your Flutter and React Native vids. Thank you so much, Captain Techie. Captain Techie. Looks good. Okay. I think edtech is just getting started in India. If this is a news to you, let me already burst it out that edtech, education is already a big, gigantic business. If you think, don't make education a business, it is already. And if you think it's not happening outside the country, look at Harvard. Look at their fees, look at those Caltech, look at their fees. It's already a business. And what you're seeing in the edtech right now, this is just the start of the things. It will evolve. It will evolve and people will be going more into sensible zone after that. They will not think that just by paying ₹1,00,000 to some company, my kid will become genius and will go to Silicon Valley. It's not going to happen. So eventually people will get educated there. I've been into this edtech space from even before the Udemy was founded, even before when the YouTube came a little bit up here. I've been teaching it for a really long time and I've seen it evolve quite a lot. Previously, when I was doing it, I still remember in one of the US universities, I had to deliver this class, an entire experience and all of that. And people were saying like, is this even a real-time job? Like, do you do this full-time? How do you earn money? And now I'm saying this, yes, I have been doing it for a long. So yeah, eventually people will adjust on that. Avinash Das, he says, what's your advice to a non-CS guy to learn who has been working as a Java dev from the last 4 years, Spring and REST basically? First, I would say you are an inspiration to 100 of people because being a non-CS guy when you're working into the coding domain and you have been working it from last 4 years, that too in Spring and REST, basically you are into one of the like Indians high-end zone because that's where companies are working basically in India. New companies are changing their paradigm from Spring, but you have been working quite a lot. I would say you don't need my advice. You are doing absolutely good. The only thing that I can recommend to you now is that try to diversify yourself a little bit. You are already into a Java, but environment is changing. It has not changed yet, but it's changing a little bit more onto like Python side, JavaScript side, a little on more languages. So diversify yourself a little bit onto mobile development. Maybe React Native, Flutter. Give it a try with my crash courses. They are absolutely free at Learn Code Online. Give them a try, and maybe you like mobile developer more, and maybe you can upgrade your salary and stuff. Or another second option can be you can go into my interview preparation course and can try out for some big shot. I think everybody should give at least once a try to these big shot companies. Maybe you'll fail, but hey, what's wrong in failing? Go ahead, try interviews, fail around these rounds, have an experience and stuff like that, and more and more. So this is going to be fun. There are so many of the chats are coming up. I forget again and again to bring them on the screen. I am super sorry on that. Rick Roy says, your views on game dev in India. Game development has to cover a lot of journey yet. I don't think so it is anywhere like even it is born in India. It is not yet born in India. All those people who are considering gaming as like big boom in India, that's just player game. It's not yet into the development side. So yeah, a lot needs to be done there. It's going to be fun there. Okay, so sir, how to fast image loading in the website? A couple of things you can do. You can use CDNs to load it faster. But the most important thing is I have seen this technique, which is used by Gatsby, and I think that's the most amazing technique I have ever seen to fast load the images. What they do is they convert kind of a SVG, not perfect, but SVG version of their image. And since SVG loads like on the instant, they load this SVG on the website instantaneously. And once the website is completely done from the network traffic, they switch the SVG version with this image. Like that's the most brilliant job being done by the Gatsby. And that increases your speed time like insanely a lot. So yeah. Rohan says, how to switch from software developer to cloud? Pretty easy. I think AWS is the journey, and AWS is actually super easy. A lot of people think that it's super tough, and it's not tough. AWS is like super easy. I will try to bring up something very soon on the YouTube once I get free with this. Like I'm busy in the taxation stuff, to be honest. I don't reveal it much. But these days I'm busy in taxation stuff. I'm little due to pay my taxes and stuff. So I'm busy in that, finishing it off for all of my companies, offline businesses. There's a lot that goes in my life. And we are trying to finish all the company tax, all my personal taxes, and a bunch of other stuff. And that's why I've been busy. So yeah. Okay, so. Okay. Do you play chess? I know how to play it, but no, I don't play much there. Like I'm not a big fan of chess. I'm more into basketball, if that would be the invitation for me. So that would be my invitation. So Rohan, I've already answered this. How to switch from software developer to cloud? Go with the AWS. That's the easiest way to go into cloud. GCP is also good, nice. But I think that's there. Harsh reality, taxes sucks. Do you know that the $199 price that you pay, 18% of that goes into government as taxes? So that's what we are trying to figure out and push that away. So yeah, we have to pay a lot of money to government. And again, but yeah, what we can do, 18% taxes on education. Wow, that's really awesome. On food, it's 5%. On education, it is 18%. I love this. What more I can say? But what can I do? Like there is nothing in my hand, and I'm not kind of a person who just comes out and keep on complaining. It is what it is. If I can make it better, I'll try to make it better. But otherwise, just whining about it, no, I won't be doing it. I won't be doing it. Please teach Terraform tutorial. I'm still figuring it out that what would be my main agenda and focus for 2021, because if you have noticed, I always get a theme for the year. Like this year, it was more about web and basically majorly focused on JavaScript and web. And that's what we did in this year, put out a lot of courses that were web-based. And that was the theme of this year. I haven't yet decided what is going to be the theme for next year. Like, will I be focusing more on AWS or cloud in general? or will I be focusing more on Python and course based on Python? I haven't yet figured it out, to be honest. I haven't think from it. Do you know Hindi? Yes, of course I do know Hindi. Okay. Come on, how can I get this? Dino. Dino is still in very like nurturing phase. Probably by the end of 2021, we are going to see some major project and companies coming up on Dino, but I think it's still in the very phase of getting out. Come on, where these questions go up? As soon as I'm like looking forward to click, like I would love to answer this one, it just goes away, puff, like that. Oh my goodness. This goes like Azure. No, I won't be going on Azure. I don't think so. Like I would be going on GCP or AWS. Like AWS would be obvious choice for me because I'm very much more comfortable there. Okay, so why no glasses today? Glasses are there. I was not on computer for a long, so I thought no, I won't be there. Glasses are up here. They're always on my desk. But today I was not on computer that much, so I thought, yeah, let's just have a chit chat with you guys and stuff like that. That's why Manpreet, no glasses today. Okay, so why it always goes so fast? Now it's going like really fast. I'll try to. Okay, so Angular and React, come on, can we bring this up here? Like, why am I not able to? Okay, so there's a super chat by Vijay Shahrukh. Did I say it correct? Okay. Increase your course cost, please. Many people simply think premium price is premium content until the giant LCO steps in. Thank you so much. And to be honest, yes, I think I need to increase the price a little bit on some of the courses because I'm not able to like afford them now, and probably I'll do it by this week. I'll try to increase a little bit more pricing on some 199 courses. I need to make them like at least 299. But thank you so much. I really appreciate your concern. I truly appreciate that. And thank you so much for being kind. And I think it's not really about making education affordable. Surely that's one of the motto that I go through by. But education just being affordable or free doesn't mean it's a good education. Education needs to be of the quality content, quality production as well. And then if it is affordable, that is where the sweet spot is. So that's what I'm trying to do. Every single live that I do, there is a lot of thought that goes behind every single course that I put. There is a lot of thought that goes behind, a lot of team effort that goes behind every single course. It's not just me alone who is working on the courses now. We have Ashad, we have Anirudh. There are a lot of people that are working on the courses. So yeah, there's a lot going on. And I think with the support, actually, that is very expensive now. So I think I will be increasing the price by the end of this week. I need to. And I will be increasing the price of these, especially the interview preparation courses, because they are all done. I have offered them at the very lenient price as I can. But I think those who wanted the course, they have already got it. Those who are in the thinking phase, they will always be in the thinking phase. So I'll be increasing the price. I'll start with the interview preparation course, but let's just see. We'll see how we can do that. Akhil says, good to see you, Hitesh. Can you tell us UI UX career in India? Is it good to go in design in India? I would say a big thumbs up. Go for it. User experience and user design is something which is still like one of the most valuable thing we are doing as a programming community. But it's not getting that much of the thing. I've been myself learning the UI and UX from last 2 or 3 years. I'm still not in a pro kind of a phase where I can teach you something or all, but I've learned a lot. I have learned lots of software as well. A lot of things, how I should be doing it, how I was doing it wrong. It can be easily seen with my thumbnail style that how I've been doing it and stuff like that. So I think UX and UI is something that you should do, but there's a catch. I would say that having a knowledge of programming and how the application is being built combined with the user experience and user UI will give you a lot of advantage. What I've seen that some people come from a pure design background and they just make something really amazing in the user experience and design, some animation and stuff. And that is really not possible to bring that on the table with the coding part. It's not possible, feasible to do that in the code. If you'll do in the code, it will be very laggy. Even if you try to do that, it's going to take like really long time. And sometimes that's not the luxury we have. So having a knowledge from the code perspective, what's possible, what's not possible, and you bring that on the user experience, UX and UI basically, it makes life so much easier and you are able to do so much more. So that's what I think I want to convey here, is that keep a knowledge of the code in check and then go into the UI UX. That is like an ultimate combination for anybody that, yeah, this guy is like, programmers love that designer who understand what's the possibility, what's not the possibility, what can be done, what will take too much of the time. I would say yes, everything is possible, but sometimes it takes too much of the time and it's not worth the effort of putting that much of the things. Okay, so how can I tell if an email is a spam? If it is in the spam folder, it is spam. Just kidding. Usually you might want to double check with the people that what's the originated IPs and what's the origin resource and stuff like that. Sometimes they are spam. Usually Google does a pretty good job in finding them up. Cross-reference with the friend or whoever is sending you the mail. Don't just rely everything on the mail. Like this is this question is getting me. Okay. Okay, so let's bring this one. Flutter versus React Native, which one is better? There's no such thing as one is better. This is a good topic for a YouTube video, but if I'll tell you, I'll probably make a video on this one as well. We'll put up my opinion. Some people will love it, some will hate it. But if I'll tell you as from core programmer, like without taking any side, I would say both of them are great. Sometimes you find some of the good things about one framework or the other, and hence you develop a love for one or the other. I wouldn't say that one is less capable, one is more capable. They are very, very much standing together side by side now. So don't go in the debate of which one is better. Just choose one and that's all you want to do. Don't think too much. Okay, so sir, any comments on MacBook M1 Silicon? Love from Kolkata. Thank you so much. I can say yes, it is worth having a device. M1 chip is something which is awesome. I would say that it's good, but I haven't tested it out myself. One of my friends actually got it, but I'm not that kind of a reviewer who can review on the day one. If you'll ask me how that iMac is doing after using it for 3, 4, 5 years, I would say I can review that. This iMac, which I bought like a year ago, I can review this. And this is the kind of review which I'm missing on the YouTube. Nowadays, it's a race of reviewing the item as being the first. And this is what not people loved about reviews stuff on the YouTube. People loved the reviews on YouTube because they were coming up from the experience of people. People have put up their own money in buying the stuff. They use the stuff for months, 6 months, and then they put up an honest opinion, a review about any product or anything. But nowadays, it's a race on YouTube to put the review as it comes out, as first as possible. And I don't really enjoy that reviews. These videos are really interesting to watch, but not my favorite, not my type of reviews. Consider me old school, but I still think that it is good. Okay, what is the use of Nginx? It would be a weird example, but have you used NodeMon on your system? It's like a NodeMon, NodeMon is not a great example. Come on, what am I thinking? Nginx is like a more professional way of serving your website. It's like a server, but has a lot of more feature. I think actually I should make a video on what is Nginx, and that would be an awesome. I'm bringing up a series, actually 2 more series I can give you on that. And I will announce it very soon, but just to give you a small hint, because you are already here, there are 2 or 3 types of more video playlists that I'm coming up. The first one is what is, in which I'll bring up the technologies like what is cloud, what is AWS, what is Nginx, what is Terraform, because a lot of people are confused about knowing the basics of what the hell this thing is, like what is JSON. I'll try to explain it more easier example that what it is in the layman's term, how it can be used and stuff like that. So that is one series going to be coming up. It's about what is. The name of the series is what is. And another one, the series that I'm trying to bring it up is going to be repo of the week, where I will feature a repository of the week. It can be a repository from a student, or maybe a repository which is very famous, like a Python repository, JavaScript library, or anything. So we will be bringing up so that you can get more introduction to more type of repositories which are available in the market. Some are famous, some are not that famous. So do you like this idea? Let me know in the comment section. If you like this, just put up a thumbs up or a yes in the comment section, and I'll put that up. So these are the two things I want to bring out. First one is what is, and the second one is repo of the week. So hopefully that's I don't know how it's gonna turn up, but it's a good start that I want to give it a try, and I was just thinking about it and stuff like that. Okay, so where is the pink LCO wallpaper? I'm so sorry, Akshay, you asked me a couple of times. I'm really feeling really it's my fault. It's my fault, honestly, that I was not able to provide the wallpapers that you have been asking for long. But now things are settling down. Once my taxes and everything is over, which is almost, I'll start this series on the YouTube about what is and repo of the week, where you will get a form to submit your favorite repo, even the repos of the people or your repo as well. We can feature them as well. And then I'll announce these wallpapers and stuff. I'm preparing a portfolio and stuff, which I'll do it. I'm truly sorry that I was not able to fulfill that. Okay, so more questions are there. Okay, sir, probably you could earn more if you created a Learn Code Online Junior. Come on, man, leave them aside. That was a good one, but I don't think so they will appreciate it. And my tea is all cold now. And that was a fun one. Any upcoming contest for the viewers? Yes, there are plans of bringing up some contest. By the way, the t-shirts are going to be coming up back, t-shirts and hoodies as well. And we'll be hosting competitions on building the mobile apps, web apps, and also contributing in some of the things at Learn Code Online as well. We are about to start an entirely new reading section, and you can contribute there as well. So yes, these all things are side by side going in the pipeline. We will be putting them up. So hopefully you will be able to get access of that very soon. But I have to think a lot about the pros and cons, and especially how people will be misinterpreting that. So that is the one thing I have to always look up. Okay, good to see that you people are interested about repo of the week and all these stuff. So in case you have something in mind, reach me out on Instagram. Where is my Instagram? There we go. So not this one. This one is Instagram. So reach me out on Instagram, and you can share the repositories that you want to have with me, or if you want to have like something in mind about what is, then surely. And we will be having these stuff like competition and stuff. So be connected with me on Instagram, because I announce them first on Instagram and then we do that. Okay, so I think we have done more than the chat that I was initially planning it up. Okay, so come on. When are you coming to Boston? When are you opening up the borders? I'm coming. I want to come up, but stuff is not really great. Love from Pakistan, Hitesh. Thank you so much, neighbor. Thank you so much. Okay, so there's a super chat by Avinash says, this is a follow-up chat of non-CS guy. I'm currently exploring DevOps and React.js. Are those worth learning for future? Yes, of course. React, 100%. It's not going anywhere. Even if you future decide you want to switch in Vue or Angular something, the React basics are going to help you a lot. So I think React option is really awesome. DevOps, I would say what you're exploring in DevOps, because it's really a large paradigm that you're trying to explore. My recommendation would be to stay in the side where AWS is somehow associated in your Terraform, CI, CD, whatever you're doing, because that is what is in the market quite a lot. Come on, my camera is, please don't do this. I need to change some settings on my camera. Hopefully that would be awesome. And if you appreciate the quality of the live, then also let me know. Why your audience is only college students? No, my target audience is not college students. A lot of people are in the corporate sector, which takes my courses. They don't take much of the time to watch my YouTube videos, but they are always on the Learn Code Online. We have a huge base of working professionals at Learn Code Online, and they are doing it. Okay, so internship at LCO. We have already burnt our hands at internship. That was not a good experience on our side. People like really, we didn't have much of the great experience having the interns. They were there, not doing the job. A lot of work was not up to the mark, up to our quality, and we had to kind of drop them. It's not really great. And if we do take up like a harsh interview process and all of that, then it's a time waste for us. I don't have a big HR team to do it. So yeah, internship is not something that I'm looking forward. I would rather prefer to have contract-based jobs or competitions or contribution rather than that. But yeah. Okay, so I think we have done a lot of stuff. This was a random live, so thank you so much for joining up on such a short notice. Just wanted to give you some heads up that yeah, I'm working on few things that are coming up, but being busy with a little bit taxes and, to be honest, playing a little bit of Spider-Man 2, being busy with that. And I'll come back with a lot of content about what is repo of the week. Once I start them, it will be a continued process of bringing them all together. There's a lot that I'm planning up. Of course, some crash courses will be coming up, but it takes time. It's not like I can push out a crash course every week. It takes time. I have to prepare an idea. I have to work on it, put up a project, then see how it is working, then record the video, edit it, and then only a crash course goes out. So it takes time. It takes time. I just don't want to put out like loop videos every day. I can do that. If you want to learn like loops and function, I can put out a video every day. But this is not about just the loops and functions. I want to put out little more that you build something with me. And I think I have done a lot of work this year, and I deserve a little bit of the playtime. Spider-Man playtime. I have put out like insane courses this year. Been really great. LCO site error. Yeah, we face sometimes some errors and stuff, all of that. So don't worry, just reach me out. Crash course OP. Yeah, I actually, to be honest, I was not aware about these slang terms and words. I had to dig up like, what is this OP everybody's saying? And then I figured it out. So yeah, I'm becoming very, very old school. So, okay, so hello, sir, learning. Okay, so I think we will be going, and there's a last super chat by X. Okay, any C++ videos coming up? Would love to see videos specifically about C++ related things like videos, courses, not just the basic, but specific and advanced. You should definitely check out Learn Code Online. I have already created a very, very amazing course on C++ that includes everything, even the automation of memory, the new types which are there in C++ 17 and C++ 20. It's not a basic course about C++, surely it includes basics too, but it's way more advanced than whatever you have seen online as of now. So you should definitely try it out. It's very cheap, like $299, $399. I don't remember. Don't quote me on the price. But it's something like that. Whatever the $5 you have paid, I think in the same amount you can buy there too. And that is, just check out the content. All I'm saying is just check out the content, see the name of the videos, their topics. They are very, very amazing and in-depth. And some of them are saying that we are having some of the issues about Learn Code Online. Is it? Let me just check it out. Okay, so seems up and working. Let me check out. Always just look out. There's a website which says downformeoreveryone.com. So make sure you always go on that website, put up the website name, because probably the server is down at your side or something. So make sure before you do that, you check it out on Down For Me or Everyone. There is again a small tip. So always check for downformeoreveryone.com. Put up the website name there and then decide that whether it is really down or not. Wait for 1 million subscriber. To be honest, I don't want 1 million subscribers. I know that's a weird statement, but I think, what will I do with 1 million subscriber? I think I would love to have like 8 lakh, 7 lakh, 9 lakh. That's something so that I can keep on working till I hit 1 million. I'm not really interested in having 1 million audience, to be honest. I am happy with whatever the small audience I'm having, these 700, 800,000 people who come to my live, these 20, 30,000 people who are active on my Instagram, chat with me every day, share the stuff that they are doing. That is more important to me than having just a number which says 1 million. I'm not interested in that, to be honest. I'm more interested in the people, 5 or 10 people who talk to me, who interact with me. I'm not really into the numbers. I'm interested in people who talk to me, share their experience, share their stuff that they are building up. That is more than valuable than a million. So yeah, okay. So enough of the talk that we have done. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that you have come here. And okay, Muhammad Jamil says, love from Pakistan. Neighbor. Hey, neighbor. Muhammad Jilani. Mohad Jilani? Sorry, I cannot pronounce the name like really that correct. There we go. Here's a pop-up. Love from Pakistan, neighbor. Please pop my message. Big fan. Thank you so much. Probably I didn't say your name correctly. Truly sorry for that. But MJ. Yeah, I can call you MJ from Spider-Man. So yeah. Okay, so enough of the live. Now let me turn off this if I can. Oh, we have been live for 1 hour. This camera is too good. This camera is too good. And I hope you've enjoyed, gained something knowledge in that. And we're going to catch up soon in the couple of challenges and stuff. Come on, please don't send the super chat at the very end session. I might have missed that. Okay, so Mayank says, Jack of all, master of none. Is it suitable for you? All in positive way because you know almost everything. No, I don't know. See, I'm neither a master, neither I'm a jack. My area is programming. I don't think that I restrict myself that I'm a master in just React. I'm a master in just Python. My forte is programming and that's it. And eventually you're going to notice that if you are building up your own company or your own product, you can never do it just by knowing one thing. You need to have basics of programming, of course, one language or one framework, of course. Then you have 2 bits and basics about database as well. Then where you're going to host that, how you're going to serve it, the networking, your IPs and masking. So my area is moreover like tech, programming, computers. That's my area. And if you want to call me a jack in like whatever the trade others I have, that would be video games, photography, probably playing basketball. These are like things where I'm interested in. Programming is something, but again, I have no hard feeling. If you want to call me like jack of all trade master, then I have no hard feelings for that. It's your opinion and you are entitled to have your opinion. And Sambit says, a new member, please don't join membership. There is nothing there. If you want to support, you can just put up a super chat or can send me just a hello on Instagram. Please cancel your membership on YouTube or something. YouTube anyways takes like 40% or something like that of membership and it doesn't reach me out. If you want to show more support, put it out on Learn Code Online or something. Please. I will remove this membership very, very soon. I almost forgot about it. I will refund whatever the amount that is there on this YouTube if I can, if YouTube allows me. But please don't do this super chat. I don't think so. Okay, so there's more super chat. Please guys, stop this. I have to go now play Spider-Man now. Podcast. I am thinking of having the podcast, but again, the thoughts are like how we're going to maintain the quality that we are having here. Would you like to be on podcast? Like, if I bring you up here on the half screen right now, would you be able to do it? If you want, I can actually have it. Okay, so, okay, there was a switch of camera, sorry. How to speak English like you? Anybody can speak probably better English than me. I make a lot of mistakes, a lot of grammatical mistake and whole lot of stuff. I think you can do a much better job than me. Just be confident in it because we neither speak that much of pure Hindi. If you are that special guy who like do everything in Hindi, we don't speak Hindi that much correctly. Neither I do speak Marwari that correctly. So don't bother too much. Just speak whatever your guts are feeling like, and that's it. That's all you have to care about. Don't care about those people who are always like, speak proper English. Nobody speaks that. Why you always gray t-shirt? Any reason? Mayur, that's a question. And since you have already asked it, I would like to share this last story, which is like today's story. And please don't send any super chat. This is the last story that I'm going to share with you. This is a fun one. So there's this company that shouldn't be named. I won't be naming them. Everything was good. They asked me that, hey Tesh, we can pay you your fees and you can come onto our YouTube channel and have a discussion on coding, competitive stuff, and all those stuff. I said, okay, I can be live on your channel and can do all of that. Everything was going fine. I was about to sign the contract and take the payment and stuff. And then they said that for the marketing purpose, we need you to wear this t-shirt and send us a photo. And that was the point. I said, I cannot do that. I'm not really comfortable in wearing not just your t-shirt. I have nothing against it, but any t-shirt at all, I cannot wear it. And then they said that, okay, we can do a Photoshop of your face in that t-shirt. And I was like, hell no, I won't be allowing that either. If you want to cancel the deal, you can, but you will be like, it's not something I'm comfortable in doing. So please don't do this. So we have to actually cancel that contract. They're paying me a good amount of money, but that is against something which I'm not really comfortable. So they want me to wear the t-shirt, and then they have the marketing material to post that. I said, you can just cancel me. There are hundreds of other programmers on YouTube. You can take them, but I'll keep my gray t-shirt. You can keep your money and we can all be happy. So I think I have lost some good amount of money here today, but at least I think I have kept my gray t-shirt and something. This is something which I'll wear with my choice. I will leave it very soon, probably very soon, but that would be on my terms and conditions, not anybody else's terms and conditions. So yeah. So if you're any company, you're watching this and you want me to wear your t-shirt, that's not going to happen no matter what the price is. I have done already enough of work in my life to have a sustainable life. Even if YouTube isn't everything and Learn Code Online, everything is not there, I still have sufficient enough of the offline stuff that can go really nicely. But I think canceling a deal just because I cannot wear your t-shirt, really, that's not. Okay, so this is all what I had to share. And okay, so Priyanshu Singh says, will you give 10,000 if you stay for 30 minutes more? Sorry, you can keep your $10,000. I'm happy. I'm going to play the Spider-Man, which is much more awesome than $10,000. I can earn the $10,000 on my own. No worries on that. It's just a contract at a Google or any other company or a freelancing work can give me that. $10,000, not a really big deal. So, but no worries. Even for just a quick smile or a hi, I can stay for 30 minutes, but not for $10,000. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you so much for joining up. I'll share and try to share more such stories from now onwards in the live sessions. And I have uploaded like 3 or 4 more videos, short videos on Instagram. Do check them out and make sure you follow me up on Instagram as well. The ID and everything is in front of your screen now. So go ahead and follow me up on Instagram in case you, sorry.